Hello everyone, welcome to Ellen Complete Guide. Ellen Joe is an S-rank Ice DPS agent and specializes in dealing ice slash damage alongside managing flash freeze charges to deal massive damages. So let's start with her skills. Many people are saying that Ellen is actually a physical DPS character, but that's not the case. To deal ice damage on Ellen, you need a flash freeze charge. So to get these charges, holding or double pressing the dodge button will make Ellen enter a roaming state. In this state, she performs a swift scissor attack with a slash, dealing ice damage and additionally activating Arctic Ambush as a dodge dash attack, and it will deal even more ice damage to the enemy, granting her an extra 1 point of flash freeze charge. Ellen attacks enemies with her basic special and dodge skills while evading their attacks. Each of her attacks deals heavy ice damage to the enemy. Once the enemies are fully dazed, she uses a chain attack, and her powerful ultimate skill activates only when the decibel rating gauge reaches a required range. Take note that the flash freeze charges are a crucial ability for Ellen. When the flash freeze effect is active, it enhances her basic attack and basic attack dodge dash attack, resulting in heavy ice damage to the enemy. Now let's talk about her skill priority. For Ellen's skill priority, you will need to upgrade core first. Basic attack, chain, special attack, assist, and the last one will be dodge. Rena's core skill increases crit damage buff, which increases her overall damage. Ellen's basic attack are mostly used along with her special attack, so upgrade both of these skills first. Ellen's ultimate is one of the strongest tools, so upgrade this after basic attack. Ellen's special attack, you can place this on the third slot is because this is mostly used along with her basic attacks and combos. Ellen's assist skill allows her to deal some days, but it's less a priority than other skills. Ellen's dash attack is frequently used to infuse her basic attack, so upgrade this skill last when everything else is leveled up. Next up, best cinema or duplicates. Her best duplicate is C1, C2, C4, and C6. At C1, this helps Ellen get more freeze charge stacks, and her crit rate gets up to 10% increase, making her easier to use. At C2, this increases Ellen's overall damage output since it increases X special attack crit damage by up to 50%. At C4, Ellen can gain more flash freeze stacks and energy whenever a party inflicts stun or freeze. This is especially useful in mono ice teams. At C6, Ellen's attack can ignore death thanks to the pen ratio buff it provides. This also increases Ellen's dash attack damage by a huge margin. Next up, Ellen Joe's builds. Let's talk about her W engine. Tipsy Visitor. Ellen's signature W engine and ice damage was constantly increased. Greatly increases crit rate and easy to activate. Cannon Rotor is her second best, combined with advanced stats to greatly increase crit rate, additional damage upon crit hit, and it can be obtained in new Eridu City Fun. Her third option will be Starlight Engine. W engine that greatly increases attack and effect should activate frequently since you will be using assist attacks. The next one will be Street Superstar. A number of chain attack perform increased ultimate damage. High burst damage is impressive, but other than ultimate, damage output will be low. The next one will be Lunar Noviluna. Is that correct? But anyways, it comes with crit rate and energy regen buff. The low basic attack stat is a disadvantage and replace when you can. Next up, Ellen's Disc Drives. Best set will be the Puffer Electro 4-piece and Woodpecker Electro 2-piece. Puffer Electro increases Ellen's ultimate damage since that's where most of her damage comes from. Woodpecker Electro is a great 2-piece set since it increases Ellen's crit rate. Her second best will be Polar Metal 4-piece and Woodpecker Electro 2-piece. Polar Metal is also a solid option since it can be used to increase Ellen's basic and dash attack. Woodpecker Electro can be used to increase Ellen's crit rate. For her main stat, you will be looking forward to this one. The fourth slot will be either crit rate or crit damage. For the fifth slot, ice damage, and for the sixth one will be attack. For her substat, you will be looking forward to get crit damage, crit rate, and attack. Next up, Ellen's team. For F2P team, you will need Ellen, Anbi, and Sukaku. For Bangbu, you will need Bagbu. Sukaku is the same attribute with Ellen and can activate additional ability. Also, Sukaku has a powerful ice attribute buff. Anbi won't be able to use her additional ability, but she can increase damage for Ellen by gathering enemies and using ice buffs and debuffs. For this one, Anbi is replaceable. You won't be able to use additional ability for the third character, so you can use a non-ice stun and anomaly or defense character. Grace can apply anomaly effects and Ben can endure enemy attacks. Next one will be Ellen Mono Ice team. Ellen, Lycan, Sukaku. For Bangbu, either Bagbu or Sharkbu. Lycan and Sukaku have excellent support ability that improves Ellen DPS. The stun agent can reduce the enemy ice damage resistance and enable chain attack, while the flag-bearing support agent grants the team an ice damage buff and bolster the attack of allies participating in chain attack. This setup gives you a very clear rotation that leads from one agent into the next and helps determine what you do each moment in the combat. The next one will be super interesting, Freeze and Disorder team. Ellen, Lycan, and Rina. For Bangbu, Bagbu, or Sharkbu can do work. Combine Ellen, who is powerful ice attribute attacker, with electric attributes, you can activate all additional ability and it's easy to apply Disorder Anomaly. You can use Nekomata or Corinne if you don't have Ellen. Use Ellen after enemy is stunned. You will be using basic strategy, stun the enemy with a stun character, switch to a support character and use quick assist, and then use the attack character to deal damage. You want to deal high burst damage when the enemy is stunned, so it's better if you have enough flash freeze charge with Ellen. This wraps up our all-in-one Zenless Zone 0 Ellen guide. Ellen has quite a bit going for her kit compared to other agents in the game, which can make her more rewarding to play. Furthermore, she currently boasts some of the best damage in the game currently. As time passes, Ellen may be power creep, but her value right now is unquestionable. If ZZZ incentivizes accounts to have wide attribute coverage for Halo Zero or Shield defense, then Ellen will likely be safe from power creep for a good while.